flat line, just it's a spikes on the bat, on the when ball is passing to the gloves. I see the spikes. So Paktin, you can stay on your original decision of not out, stand by. It's support behind, so it's a spikes when the ball passing onto the with the gloves. So you can change your decision from not out to out, please.
So he's been given out.
Well, 3 quick wickets for Ireland there. Asghar Afghan, sharp turn there for McBride. 3rd wicket for him as well. He's gone for 6, Asghar Afghan. Afghanistan 146 for 3.
Right from over the wicket, 5 to come.
Well, some intelligent bowling there from McBride. Asghar Afghan looking to sweep the ball. So Mohammad Nabi is the new batsman for Afghanistan. Experienced contender Mohammad Nabi is 125th match. Look at that, a strike rate almost 85.6 there. Well, some intelligent bowling there from McBride. Sweeping McBride in the previous over. Looking to sweep the ball. Mohammad Nabi is the new batsman. Really caught him by surprise there. Sharp turn. Regulation catch for Kevin O'Brien.
This is something that has become a habit for Asghar Afghan. Getting out in this fashion. Perfect field placement. Assessing the conditions, they're getting the ball to bounce and turn from the surface. The length that is bowled, most of the deliveries on the good length region. One little foolish there, getting the wickets. Good channel, the line and length. Also the pace variation.
Both the off spinners for Ireland, McBride and Sterling, they've bowled it really good lines there. All 3 wickets at a good length for him.
Excellent bowling performance so far from Andy McBride. Turns away on the onside, is going to take single here. It's been a good comeback from Ireland in last few overs, getting 3 wickets, 28 overs bowled. It's 148 for 3, Afghanistan.
Afghanistan losing their way a little bit. They've still got the steadying influence of Ramanullah Gurbas on debut. Batting through the innings so far, now joined by the veteran Mohammad Nabi. And we've got O'Brien coming on the pitch, and O'Brien coming on off the pitch, joined by Niall O'Brien. Kevin O'Brien coming on, the leading wicket taker for Ireland in the history of one-day international cricket. He bowled very effectively here on Monday against the UAE with his medium paces.
The veteran. First time he'd bowled since July 2019, Kevin. Well, he kept being lauded as an all-rounder, but he had been bowling for a good 18 months. But canny operator will just roll his fingers across. Should bowl a good line and length and try and extract a full stroke, maybe a chip to mid-wicket or a chip to extra cover.
See, you can get away with it calling him a veteran. For me, he's very experienced.
He's old and weary. Tougher to get out of bed in the morning, I'll tell you that. In all seriousness, fit as he's ever been, I reckon, and mentally strong, playing some wonderful cricket for Ireland.
Yes, he played his 150th one-day international for Ireland, the second game against the UAE, the most capped player in the history of Irish cricket.
For the last 18 months or so, Graham Ford and Andrew Balbirnie made a call to promote him to the top of the order in T20 cricket, and I think it reinvigorated Kevin. I think it gave him a new lease of life. He was back down at 6 and 7 and often coming in near impossible situations, and as I mentioned, he's as fit and healthy as ever been, and mentally very, very strong. So I think he's in a good position for another 18 months or so for Ireland.
50th one-day international for Ireland, the second game against the UAE, the most capped player in the history of Irish cricket. Gap between deep square leg and long leg. They'll come back for two.
150 up for Afghanistan. They're well placed. They've lost a couple of quick wickets, but they're very well placed here for a really good total. 1 for 3 with 21 and a half overs, 280, 290s on the cards, and that would be a formidable total for Ireland against likes of Rashid Khan, Mohammed Nabi, Mujib on a pitch that is turning. It's taking a bit of grip for the off-spinner Andrew McBride, so Rashid Khan and Nabi and Co will be licking the lips.
Well, there's me calling Kevin O'Brien vastly experienced. His brother alongside me can call him a veteran. But of course, Mohammed Nabi batting is in the experienced class as well. Here's a list of that most appearances for Ireland in one-day international cricket. So you can add one to Kevin O'Brien there. It was his 150th the other day. It's a nice mix that Ireland have got at the moment, isn't it, of experienced players like your brother and also Paul Stirling and Andrew Balbirnie, and on the other hand, some less experienced players too.
Yeah, go back to the 3rd of May 2019 when Graham Ford brought in some youngsters, brought in the likes of Tucker. Josh Little made his debut against England, and Malahide and bowled superbly well, picking up 4 wickets. Mark Adair was drafted into the side. So a nice mix of youth and experience, but at the moment, Afghanistan on top. 29 overs bowled, 151 for 3.
Plenty of options for Andrew Balbirnie. You can see he's used 7 bowlers so far. He's mixed it up, and what a spell it's been for Andy McBride. Here he is for his 9th over now.
Yeah, and Andrew Balbirnie and Graham Ford be thinking this surface and these sort of pitches, is there a need for the 2 out-and-out quicks up front? They bring in some more variation. Curtis Camphor, obviously the bowler of medium pacers. I mentioned earlier on, McBride never lets his captain down. Absolute stellar performer. Andrew McBride, he's the kind of warrior you want in your team every single game. He's in the batsman's face, he's battling, he's scrapping for every single run when he's in the field. He's a very talented cricketer, Andrew McBride. Wonderful day out so far.
Oh, round the corner again. 2 wickets to the leg slip. 4th for Andy McBride, and Afghanistan have lost their 4th. Mohammed Nabi goes.
Well, great plans. Fantastic plans by Balbirnie, McBride, and execution from Andrew McBride is absolutely sensational. Gobbled up at leg slip by Kevin O'Brien, who doesn't let anything go past him. Got a great pair of hands. Look at it grip though. Turn, bounce. Nabi just turns it straight off the face. Easy as you like. Ireland back in this contest. Fighting hard. Nabi's got to go. Brief stay. Going for 3. 152 for 4.
Former captain, Corbadine Naib, comes in at number 6. He captained the side, of course, at the ICC Cricket World Cup in 2019. Vastly experienced. You know, he's one of 3 players in this squad who actually played against the likes of Jersey and Japan back in the ICC World Cricket League, Division 5 in 2008. And here he is now, still doing duty 13 years later.
Good cricketer, clever, plays the situation well. Handy with the ball as well. He'll be good on this pitch. But at the moment, McBride's dominating. Career best figures for the Donnamana man, 4 for 21, eyeing up a fifer.
Spin again. On past Tucker. We'll wait for a signal. Did it flick the pad? No, in fact, signalled 4 wides.
Well, I'll tell you, Andrew McBride will feel a bit stiff. Got Wood to grip nicely. Tucker, no feet. Not anticipating the ball to turn as much as should be. It's turned all innings. Afghanistan going against the bowler. Slightly disappointing for McBride.
Well bowled.
Space of 15 minutes, this game has turned. 4 or 5 overs ago, Afghanistan were making all the running, dominating. Gurbaz was smashing them into the stands. Brian turning it on his head, just straight off the face of the bat. Good planning. Good planning from McBride and good execution.
Andy McBride, he's now past 50 one-day international wickets, the 8th Ireland bowler to reach that mark. Andy McBride, he's now past 50 one-day international wickets, the 8th Ireland bowler to reach that mark. Andy McBride, 30 overs gone now, Afghanistan 159 for 4. Andy McBride, he's now past 50 one-day international wickets, the 8th Ireland bowler to reach that mark. Andy McBride, he's now past 50 one-day international wickets, the 8th Ireland bowler to reach. Nicely balanced balanced this match now. Afghanistan still scoring at over 5 runs and over. Mixing his pace up here though, Kevin O'Brien.
Slow and slower. This is Andrew McBride though, he's been absolutely brilliant. These are his wickets today. Amadi was the first to go on the slog sweep, never got going. Javed Amadi, must be said. This is clever. Shah on the sweep. He's not a great sweep for the ball, not his preferred method. Good catch from Byron McCarthy. Captain, gloved onto his leg slip.
He's clothed that off the splice, Ramanaba Gurbas. He'll get a single for it though.
This was Andrew McBride's fourth. Mohammed Nabi. Poor batting, it must be said. Poor technique. He knows the man's there. Get your balance right and hit the ball. Wicket. Maybe pump it to mid-on. Just getting the wrong side of the ball straight off the face.
Must be still at the Big Bash in Australia with the ball coming onto the bat, not turning so much.
Well, all of a sudden there's a spring in the step here, Ireland. They're bouncing around the field. Score in excess of 300 was probably in the Afghanistan batsmen's minds, but maybe a little bit less now. Seems to be getting tougher and tougher to score. A lot of overs in the shed. Gurbas has hardly faced the ball in the last 5 or 10 minutes. Well, all of a sudden there's a spring in the step here, Ireland. They're bouncing around the field. That's all Ireland have to do. Bowl a line and length. Say to the batsman, Afghanistan, right, you're going to try and hit me over the top. You're going to try and take a chance. Are you willing to take a chance? A lot of overs in the shed. Debutant. Azmatullah Omazai. Good cricketer. Really good cricketer.
Terrific step again from Kevin O'Brien, and this is a good opportunity for Ireland really to turn the screw with a new batsman in and bowl as many balls as possible to Gulbuddin Naib.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for Ramanullah Gurbaz because he wants to get to that 100, and he's been watching his batsmen at the other end give their wickets away and be dismissed. Must be itching to get on strike.
End of the over, and Afghanistan 160 for 4. Feast there, Feast at the top, Gurbaz and Amadi, very good stand indeed that, very positive, but since then, Ireland have clawed their way back into proceedings. Here's Andy McBride with his last over. And of course the conundrum now for Andrew Balbirnie is who to replace him with at the northern end.
Well, Simi Singh's got overs. Gareth Delaney, you would feel, will bowl some of his leg spinners. These are the wickets. The figures, excellent from Balbirnie, excellent from McBride, I beg your pardon, 4 for 29. Career best figures. I think Gareth Delaney will come into the equation. He bowls a leg spin, not a big turner, but tends to drive the ball into the pitch, so that bowl and LBW will come into play. Simi Singh will no doubt have another part to play. I think Balbirnie will try and eke as many overs out of Kevin O'Brien as possible.
There's the option as well, of course, we've seen already. Paul Sterling standing at slip at the moment. There's the speeds that Andy McBride's been bowling at